An 8-day mission is turning into 8 months in space for two astronauts who caught a ride on Boeing's Starliner. The spacecraft took them to the ISS, the International Space Station, but NASA says it's not safe to bring them back home.
Chelsea Torres live from NASA in Houston. And Chelsea, what happened to this mission?
Terrence Scott, the Starliner, brought the astronauts Butch Wilmore and Sunny Williams to the International Space Station, but that happened back in June, and the Starliner had already been leaking some helium. They started having problems with the thrusters, and so NASA says that it was too dangerous to put the astronauts back on board and give them that trip home. So now the spacecraft is returning to Earth, but it's going to return empty.
We're all committed to the mission, which we started out, which is to bring Butch and Sunny back. But as we got more and more data over the summer and understood the uncertainty of that data, it became very clear to us that the best course of action was to return Starliner uncrewed.
The thrusters help maneuver the Starliner in orbit, but they've been overheating, and a former NASA astronaut says it's hard to predict how they'll perform after Starliner leaves ISS. He also says he expects this to delay the Starliner's next launch for a couple of years.
So I think the attitude they're going to take is, hey, we're not here to punish Boeing and say shame on you and the program's canceled, but rather let's work together. Let's work on helium leaks. Let's work on the overheating of the thrusters, and let's have another test flight without. I would recommend the next test flight is uncrewed.
Now, NASA will bring back those two astronauts in a SpaceX capsule, but that will happen in February of next year. At the Johnson Space Center in Houston, Chelsea Torres, Fox 32 Chicago.
Chelsea, I got to ask you, will the two of them have enough food and supplies to keep them healthy until they return home? NASA crew and officials did explain that they have enough supply, and they usually prepare months in advance. Not only that, but there was a resupply mission to the International Space Station just 2 weeks ago. And Jose Hernandez, the former astronaut that I spoke to, he says that even during the holidays, because again, guys, they're not going to be home during the holidays, that people and family, friends, and NASA staff will be able to send care packages to the two astronauts while they're there. And with technology, they should be able to call home as much as they want. And hopefully their favorite meals will be waiting for them when they do get home. Chelsea, thanks so much.